Now, you are known, and I know you get asked this all the time, but you are most known for your song you've written. You've written a lot of songs, but there's one that kind of sticks out among the others.
Mhm.
Mary, did you know? And I remember back when you wrote that, and I was in college. For people that don't know, I started college. You had just finished college, so we were 4 years apart.
At
But
Liberty.
at Liberty, but we lived there in Lynchburg, and I knew you there. And I remember
Uh-huh.
on your old Mac computer with a dot matrix printer, you printed
This
out.
kind.
Yep, yep. You printed out
Macintosh.
the Macintosh because we were Macintosh fans from the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
and you printed out a lyric, a poem, and you said, "I'm thinking about putting this in my newsletter," because I think you had written it for the Christmas production or something.
Well, it came from that Christmas.
Yeah,
The idea came from the Christmas production as far as, it just what started my mother really, and we talked about this all my life, all
yeah,
these ideas of
right.
the humanity of Jesus. Everybody knows about the deity of Jesus, or at least in our world they did, but we didn't talk about the human, that he got sick, I guess, maybe, and skinned his knees and had a cold. I don't know. He was human. He became 100% human, you know, and that Mary had to teach God how to walk.
Mm.
Mary had to teach the Word of God how to talk. I mean, and those kind of things. Me and my mom, we just sit around and try to think of stuff to blow each other's minds with it. And then when I was asked to do the Living Christmas Tree production, I put a monologue in there because I realized you can't write Christmas songs. They're hard. Everything that's been said about Christmas has been said, and I didn't even intend to write a Christmas song. I was writing a monologue to go between two songs in a Christmas production, and through that monologue, for someone to say, came the more of the idea. It was a lifelong process. It was a birthing, actually, but when it actually popped out, it may have been an hour or two,
Right,
you know,
right.
for
And
the
you had
lyric, and
and
then about 30 minutes for the music, Buddy tells me.
and you had a lot of questions that didn't make the song. I mean, you had a whole list of stuff, right?
Oh, yeah, the only ones that made the song were the ones that rhymed.
Yeah, which was good. Now you had mentioned something. Because tell this, because I think this is great. I heard you do it on a public radio or something, telling about the story about Gloria Gaither said you had written it grammatically wrong
Oh,
originally.
yeah. After it was Michael English had already recorded it, Kathy Mattea. I mean, several years after it was already a come around Christmas classic almost. Every year I would hear it by someone new, Kenny Rogers and Winona and CeeLo Green and an opera singer. There's even a disco version
I've
by a
heard
lady
that one.
named Christine W. And but anyway, Gloria says, that's incorrect English or grammatically incorrect. And I said, what do you mean? She said, well, it's Mary, do you know that your baby boy will one day walk on water? Because when Michael English recorded it, he sang it incorrectly. But yet it is correct English, but it's not what I wrote. I wrote, Mary, did you know that your baby boy will one day walk on water? Because in Texas, we go up to people and say, hey, did you know your kid's playing baseball down the street? Right? We don't
Right,
say, hey, do you know?
right, right,
We always, did you know?
right.
So I went through Liberty Baptist College, and they never told me about perfect present tense. Of course, when I went to Liberty, it was a glorified high school.
Oh
If you
yeah,
had an IQ plant life, you could get a degree. As long as you paid your bill, you're going to
that's
pass.
how I got in there. That's exactly right.
And now it's a bona fide school. I could
Yeah.
never make it there now. But anyway, so where was I? What was I talking about?
About the lyrics, about the grammar of the song.
Oh yeah, she said, Mary, do you know that your baby boy will? And I just didn't, Mary, did you know that your baby boy would, is what Michael English sang, and it
Right.
killed me because it took you out of the manger scene, and I wrote it as if a excited little angel, not the one that told her all the information, but the next one that came along who's out of her loving mind saying, do you have any idea who is in your lap?
Right.
Of course she did. That the bigger angel just told her. But I'm always and really, Mary, did you know, is not about Mary.
Right.
It's about the baby in her lap and the wonder of that, and that compressed and compacted in that 8-pound bundle was the fullness of the Godhead. That is amazing.
Yeah.
And so that's what that song is trying to do. It's asking questions that Mary obviously may or may not know, and it's irrelevant if she does or doesn't. It's my excitement in it. It's like, can you believe what's in your lap, Mary?
Right.
One day he's going to walk on water. One day those lips are going to raise the dead. One day those hands are going to wave to a storm and the storm will be still. I mean, those little feet were the same feet that had walked on streets of gold and been worshiped by angels. And those infant lips lying in her. I mean, those were baby lips nursing her breast that had spoken the worlds into existence. That is amazing. And it still amazes me.
Yeah.